Today I'm tackling some really simple, budget-friendly solar lights and turning them into outdoor lighting ideas that make your porch, patio, garden, and front walkway feel instantly more high-end. And you guys have told me you love these videos. But what I love about these projects is that they don't require wiring, they don't require a big budget, and most of them come together so quickly. But once the sun goes down, they completely change the feeling of your home. So let's add a little glow and make the outside of our homes feel just as warm and beautiful as the inside. But before we jump in, I just want to give a big thank you to Better Wild for partnering with me on today's episode. Okay, let's start with one of the easiest projects of the day, but also one of the prettiest once the sun goes down. This is so easy to put together. I found two planter pots at Target that are both plastic and both white. And one of them was a little bit more decorative and the other one is simple. It didn't matter what it looked like because it's going on the inside. Now you could probably use whatever you want on the inside as well, but I just picked those both up at the same time. Then you're gonna need some fairy lights that are solar powered. And I ordered these off of Amazon and they work so good. And make sure that they're fully charged, of course. But all you're gonna do is set your smaller pot inside your bigger pot. And like I said, you can do this any size. This is the size I just decided to do. And then once you have that in, you're gonna tuck all of the fairy lights in between the two planter pots. And that's it. And then plant it up with whatever you want. In my case, I always like to use faux flowers. They've gotten so good. There's no shame in that. And there's definitely no water involved, which I love. So I put that in the center and that's it. Projects like this because during the day it just looks clean and pretty, and at night it becomes this soft little moment of light, twinkly, glittery, all the things. And that's really what we're doing today, creating these tiny moments around the home that make everything feel a little bit more special. And later on, I'm going to take this same idea of adding light to a planter and build it out into something a little bit more custom looking using some scrap wood I had in the garage. And that might be my favorite of the day. Okay, now that we have a planter that glows, I want to make something that feels a little bit more like an indoor decor brought outside, a tiny solar powered patio lamp. And this is so easy. You're gonna just need some sort of vase, and it doesn't need to be a big vase, but you can definitely try this out with a larger vase. This is more of like a delicate, cute little thing. So just go in your house, find something that you already have. That is what I did. And then I filled it with some rocks. You could also use sand, just something to stabilize a outdoor lamp light, which I just picked one up from the Dollar Tree, one of the Dollar Tree one. You shove it down into the rocks or sand, and then you get a lampshade, put it on top, or you can run it through depending on what kind of lampshade you have, and that's it. Obviously you want to make sure your solar power light is charged, and I'm going to test it out for a couple days underneath the covered patio and see how it goes. You have to get back to you on that to see if it picks up enough light during the day under a covered patio to work well. But I love this. It's so simple, and one of my favorite tricks for making an outdoor space feel more expensive is treating it like it's an extension of your indoor space. So even something as simple as adding a little lampshade outside can make that patio table feel more styled and more intentional. There's something so cozy about lamplight even outside. It makes it feel like a place you actually want to sit down, slow down, and enjoy for a moment. Okay, so if you're enjoying today's little outdoor glow up, give this video a thumbs up. It helps out so much and it tells me you want more easy ideas just like this. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We are always finding ways to make our homes look a little bit more expensive without actually spending like they're expensive. Okay, so this next one is barely even a DIY, but honestly, sometimes the easiest ideas are the ones that we actually use the most. So I picked up those like hanging stake things that like are to hang like a planter basket. Like they sell them at Dollar Tree, but I picked mine up at Hobby Lobby because they're a little thicker, a little bit more sturdy, and barely more, especially when you pick them up on sale. They're like $2 to $3, somewhere in that price range at Hobby Lobby, and you're not gonna save that much at Dollar Tree by getting theirs. and you'll get something a little bit more sturdy. So those are the ones that I went with. My original idea was to plant these right inside those planter pots that we created a few weeks ago, and then hang a lantern on it, and that would have had like the lantern hanging right over it. But what I ended up doing is just staking it right next to it into the ground, because there was not enough soil in the pot to really stabilize it in the way that I wanted to. And I mean, I might go pick up some more soil so that I can still do that, because I think that that will probably be the cutest way to display it, but it still looks really, really cute. All I did is got some solar powered lanterns from the Dollar Tree. These are, I think, $5. Super cute, love them. They look adorable at night, and hung them on the garden stakes. It's so easy. Like I said, you can barely call it a DIY, but this is such a simple way to make your front yard or patio feel more welcoming. It's like adding little pockets of glow that say, come on in, your home. I just love this one, it's so easy. And if you like the idea of a lantern near your entryway, just wait until you see the scrap wood lantern, because that one gives you the same welcoming glow, but in such a more custom looking way. We're getting a little rain shower. It smells so good, and maybe it will cool things down. It's a little hot and humid right now, but we love the rain. And since today is all about making our outdoor spaces feel more beautiful and enjoyable, I also want to make sure that the ones we love are comfortable while we're enjoying those spaces too. And that includes this sweet girl, especially this time of year, Dolly. Oh yeah, she can get a little itchy, and if you've ever had a dog that deals with allergies or irritation, you know how hard it is to watch. They're scratching and they can't fully relax, and you just want to do something that makes them feel a little bit more comfortable. And that's why I've kept Better Wild in her routine. It's been such an easy thing for me to stay consistent with, and I really feel like it's helped support her and made a huge difference with her itchiness. I love you too, I know I love you. There we go. You want this? You want it? You want it? You want it? Oh yeah, nummies. Okay, she's gonna go down and eat that now. But I just add it into her routine like this, so easy. And I love that it doesn't have to feel complicated, because honestly, when something is so easy to keep up with, I'm so much more likely to actually stay consistent with it. And this is what I want for her, just being comfortable, relaxed, and back to herself. And so if your dog struggles with seasonal allergies, itching, or irritation, Better Wild is such a simple way to support them and help them feel better in their own skin. They also have a bunch of other wonderful products, dental products and joint relief, so check out all of their products. I'll have Better Wild information all linked for you below, but if you have a pup who struggles with itching or allergies, I really do recommend checking it out. It has made such a difference for Dolly, and I'm just so grateful to see her comfortable and happy. Okay, so now that we're making our patio pretty and keeping our little outdoor princess comfortable, let's keep going, because the next light is so easy, it almost feels like cheating. Okay, so this one is one that I've been wanting to do for a little while, and I'm just using 2 of these cut crystal looking plastic bowls from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna turn them into a little solar powered light piece. Okay, so I've seen versions of this idea before where people glue the light permanently inside, but that didn't really make sense to me. Then the light's permanently trapped in there, so if you ever need to move it around or pull it out or recharge it or replace it or fix anything, you're kind of stuck. So instead, I'm going to cut out the bottom of one of the bowls with my hot knife so that we can easily insert our light inside, and it can sit underneath but not permanently attached. And then I just put a bead of E6000 around the rim, and then flipped the second bowl on top of it, made sure it was lined up, and let that dry. And then we have this globe light. You could also frost this if you wanted a softer diffused glow, but I actually wanted to see the light reflect through that cut crystal looking plastic. This is one of those projects where the materials are so simple and so affordable, but once the light hits all of those little edges, it feels so much more special than what it started as. And then of course, we're just inserting our solar powered light without the stake, but you could stake it into the ground. I'm displaying this on my table, but you could definitely put this into the ground, stake it down. Yeah, so there's some possibilities on that. And I think this would look so pretty at a nighttime dinner event. it. Okay, so this is the one I have been so excited to show you because I think this just turned out so cute. And it started with scrap wood I already had sitting in my garage. So this wood was already pre-stained from a bench project that I had done in the past. You probably saw that. I'm no longer using the bench, so I cut it down and made one of the quickest little planters I've ever made. I have this light and I just want to do something simple, and I have this like from a previous project. I disassembled it, and I'm thinking that we could make like a little planter, like a small one or something. Okay, so if I leave it that tall, that'll be a little bit too tall. So we need to cut this down, like maybe by half, or like at least like cut off a third to half. So maybe we'll start with a third and see if that works. Okay, we gotta wear our safety glasses. These are mine. They're super cute. ANSI certified technical grade. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll try this and we'll see how it looks. This is dirty, we'll clean it up, but I just wanted to see. Yeah, that's about perfect. So then what we'll do, cut this other piece down to match that, and then we'll cut that piece in half to use for like the side pieces. So it's gonna be a very, very simple build. Make sure it lines up here. Okay, we're gonna do some pocket holes, and let's see. Okay, so that is our pockets. We're gonna do it on the other side. Okay, now we're gonna assemble. All right, here is what we've got. Okay, I don't know that we necessarily need a bottom. We're gonna make one. So then all we need to do now is attach it to this. Right, now we're gonna just use some regular screws from the back. Now we got to figure out where we're going to hang it, and I'm thinking kind of on the higher side. We do want it to be even, and then, yeah. My drill, by the way, best drill ever, especially for us ladies.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're gonna fix our little mistake here. And we're also gonna stain the top of this. So we don't get our hands dirty, we're gonna use my Olea nitrile gloves. They're perfect for this kind of a thing. They're very thick. So this is Kona gel stain. I use it a lot. I'm just gonna use the same rag. Cool. That took me like less than 30 minutes. So, that's awesome. Okay, so this took me about 30 minutes to put together, and even though it's the most involved project of the day, this is a still very beginner-friendly project. Then I filled it in with some plans, and then there was a little space, so I cut out a welcome decal on my Cricut machine and added that in the space. And I thought that was just a little cute addition. You don't have to add that, but I just thought it was a little bit fun. I love a project like this because it feels custom, but it doesn't feel intimidating. It's just a few simple cuts, a little assembly, and suddenly you have something that looks like it belongs on a porch or by a front door. This one really captures what I love about today's episode. It's not just about adding light, it's about adding that feeling of welcome. Those little details that make your home feel warm, cared for, and beautiful. Okay, for the last idea, we are going super simple again, but this one just makes such a big difference once it gets dark. These are copper-colored solar puck lights that I ordered off of Amazon, and I lined them along the edge of my patio right over there. I love how low profile they are, but once they're turned on, they create a really pretty polished edge. And the copper is kind of fun because it kind of coordinates with my house color. It does come in some other colors as well. But they would also look beautiful along a walking path, through a garden bed, or anywhere that needs just a little extra light and sparkle. Pathway lighting is one of those little details that instantly makes that outdoor space feel more intentional. It's about the small things, but it really does change the whole feeling of the space. And this is the part I always love the most, when the sun starts to go down and all of those little projects finally come to life. And none of this was complicated. None of it required a big makeover. It was just a few simple solar lights, a few budget-friendly pieces, and a little creativity. Before we wrap up, I want to give another big thank you to Better Wild for partnering with me on today's episode. If you have a pup who struggles with itching, allergies, or seasonal irritation like Dolly has, I'll have all of the Better Wild information linked down below for you. Sometimes we wait to make our homes feel beautiful because we think it's going to be too expensive or complicated, but sometimes it's just one little detail, a glowing planter, a soft light on the table, a lantern by the door that makes your home feel warmer and more special. So I hope this gave you a few ideas to add a little glow to your own home, because beauty really can be simple, budget friendly, and still feel very high end. And if you enjoyed this episode, here's another one that I think you'll like as well. And in the meantime, I just want to remind you that you are powerful. We'll see you next time. Bye.